This is where we're going to look at a quick play from Mississippi State. That's kind of a mix between a run and a screen. Right here, it's just kind of a pin and pull. They toss it forward, so it may count as a screen, may count as a run. Not real sure how they would want to do it, but they ran it a lot against three fronts and a lot of times against those three safety looks that a lot of teams have been playing against those guys. We'll take a look at it real quick, and all it is you're getting a little bit of a toss right there, underhand toss there from the quarterback. You got either a tight 4 or maybe a 4-eye. We're going to down block right there. He's pulling for the first linebacker in the box to that side, and everybody else is basically scooping here backside. They're trying to hit it downhill. Sometimes they run the screens out here. Sometimes they block man on. Not real sure why they would run those screens, because it's obvious going to be a quick toss. Probably not going to throw it out there for those screens right here on this. So as it's played, you can see down block right there, block that defensive end. They actually pull their backside guard this time, trying to get him all the way around. Down block right there. Not sure why they wouldn't pull their front side guard, but right here they pull their backside guard. Little toss. Everybody's trying to work up to those linebackers. He's wrapping around right there. Good job having the patience right there, allowing that guard to get around and getting behind him right there for that linebacker. So right there, even though he doesn't hit the linebacker, obviously his presence right there as a puller kind of messes him up. These linemen don't know what's going on. They should just be working straight up. Don't worry about turning back. Work straight up. They end up getting a pretty decent gain right here on a 1st and 5. Just to get another way to get this ball in space. Again, I wouldn't have these guys run this screen out here like they do. I would have him block man on. Worst case scenario, you're getting one-on-one with that safety. But right here, they end up pretty decent gain here and don't do just an amazing job up front taking care of the guys they're probably supposed to, because you got a free hitter where it looks a lot better and they do a better job executing. Another look here for Mississippi State. This time against NC State. Going to block there, pulling for the backer in the box right there. Take care of him on the outside shoulder right there. This is that 3 safety look. You can see right here. Box numbers are great. These guys on the interior, what they're trying to do is they're trying to plug up these gaps and these B gaps, make this stuff bounce. These outside backers that obviously you can see their eyes are inside, trying to take care of that. Playing basically Tampa 2. These guys getting over the top. Just cover 3 here, Tampa 2, whatever you want to call it, with these corners playing the flats. These guys are curl guys, but also C-gap fitters. So right here we'll play it. You can see he just goes flat, just going to get a nice underhand toss. Here's this tackle. Good inside step. Now he's at that 45-degree angle trying to pin that guy. Center's working through right here. You're actually getting a second puller around right there, just trying to run the alley. Whatever shows up, shows up. Just be violent and run through there. He's working in there. That B-gap player is fitting right there, so it just stays on. You see this middle back. He's already got him out leveraged. Right there he sees him. He turns back to him. Now they got him pinned. Good job right here. Probably hopefully being a little bit stronger with your base. But right there you can see the running backs hitting it downhill. Now you're one-on with that safety. If you stopped right here and said, all right, one-on with safety, we should be able to make that guy miss, do something decent. But right there he just gets folded up. Still a 4 or 5 yard gain, but right there all you're trying to do is get that guy one-on-one with the safety and make that guy tackle, make the D-line run, and just trying to mess with the kind of their fits that they typically have on this run. But right there you can see what they're trying to exploit. Don't quite make that safety miss. Good play there by that guy. Flies in there and makes a good play for about a 3 or 4 yard gain. But you can see what Mississippi State was trying to do there. Exploit that leverage and the numbers right there with the 3 high look. You should be able to exploit that as far as getting downhill, get a pretty decent gain. Here's a look here against Alabama. This time doing it out of a double squeeze. Getting a down block right there. Pulling for that Mike. Pin right there, get a toss. Probably going to be on that nose, possibly pulling with that guard. Going to slip up. Don't worry about this guy right here. He's so wide. So right there you can see he's just working up. Toss it right there underhand. Let your guy just get into that C-gap and roll, try to get vertical. And right here you can see this DN does a great job of playing this, creating a wall. Trying to keep his outside hand free. He works off that guy. That guard ends up having to take him as opposed to being able to get up on that Mike. Good job working his outside backer. Not a great angle here by 5. He should start wide right here, trying to get him to widen, and then he can work that outside shoulder knowing that he's probably a contained guy. So right here, get that toss. Not great. He's allowing him to set the edge right there. I'd love to be able to stretch the defense here a little bit more. Linebackers free, but has to go over all this trash because they're getting a little bit of movement here on that nose. But right here you can see this DN does a really good job. He's stretching it, fights off this block. Now the guard is right there. He has to try. He's not going to pass up Kohler, and he makes a great play right there. Again, 2-3 yard gain just based off of leverage. They don't do a great job blocking that guy front side. He really plays strong, gets off this tackle, and then also makes the play off this guard, and then the free hitter there from the linebacker as well. But again, getting that ball in space, making those guys run, and making them make plays. No look here against Alabama. This time they go to the trip side here. So if you just drew this up, we're going to pin there. He's going to take care of that. That, pin, pull for that linebacker. Basically scoop right there. Probably going to block that nose. Scooping right there as well. Possibly pulling and scooping right there. Really, I would say, hey, I'm not worried about these backside guys. We're going to beat them with speed. And right there, we'll take a look to see what happens. So right here, as the ball's getting snapped, there's the good pin. There's the pull. He's pulling around for that mic that's going to flow over the top. Pin there, take off. Right here, man-to-man, run him off if we can. That's what they end up doing right there. But as you watch it, right here we got Will Anderson, probably one of the better players in the nation. Avoids that block right there from the tackle. All right, now he's a free hitter right here with our guy. And he's running flat. Does a great job running down this back for about a 1 yard gain. Obviously, the safety is going to be the free hitter because we're taking care of that guy with the receivers. This guy's the free hitter as well. But if you got a D end and a free hitter at safety, and they're the players the caliber that they are right here, it's going to be really tough to get a good gain. So right there, inside out there with Anderson. Then here's the safety coming down, Harris. And they're absolutely mashing this guy about 1 yard. So good play there by the defense from Alabama. Not able to sustain that one-on-one block with that tackle on Will Anderson. And then you got the safety rolling down that's free. And they're able to make the play at 1 yard. Here's another look against Alabama. Again, you can draw it up. It's a little bit different look from the secondary. Last time, Christian Harris was a little bit tighter. And he's a little bit deeper. So right there, obviously, he played off a little bit more. And then he slid into the box. Right here, they end up playing off. Safety's getting off the hash right there, so somewhat of a cover 3 or a 1 high look. And right here, we'll take a look at exactly how they play it. So this tackle, again, got a real tough job right here, trying to go one-on-one with Will Anderson. Does a good job keeping that outside leverage. But right here, you can see they're really pulling both these guards real demonstratively. He's trying to get out there. Will Anderson does a good job of stretching this thing and making sure that he keeps contained. He's still strong. He's able to keep that outside leverage. Good job here by the back. All right, with his toss being under control like that, he sees that this is getting stretched. He sees a gap, cuts vertical. Guard does a good job just getting vertical right there, helping out. And pretty good gain here, getting about 9-10 right there against that Alabama defense. Reading that defensive end, if they can't get him pinned, he does a good job getting back vertical. You can see backside with that scoop from this tackle. He's trying to get inside this guy right here. He's ripping to that inside. He gets there. Now he just sits down. Just sit down, wall that guy off. Almost like a screen in basketball. He does a pretty good job right there, walling that guy, high wall, able to create that alley by not allowing him to just squeeze that down into the alley. So good job there by the backside tackle, getting to that front side of that B-gap player. And then again, a really good job here by the back, seeing that was getting stretched. He's never going to get outside, cut vertical, get what we can. Good aggressive run there for about 9. Another look here against NC State. Again, 3 high look. Nobody's in the alley except this guy to run it. Down block there, pull for that front side, scoop in here backside, get a little toss, block there with the receiver. So we'll take a look. Again, good easy down block. He's a B-gap player, wraps around for that linebacker. And you can see the safety, what he actually does. He doesn't do much as far as getting back. He just puts his foot on the ground. He's running that alley. He's being extremely aggressive to get downhill. He's able to make that play again. Good tackle right there by those safeties from NC State. They did a really good job in this game running those alleys. Trying to work the outside shoulder so we can stretch that thing. Being one-on-one with that safety, and that safety comes up, makes a pretty good play, stops him short of the line to gain right here on this play. But again, you can see all they're trying to do, pin and pull that, take care of this B gap, get into this C gap with that back, be one-on-one with one of these safeties just trying to roll down, see if we can make him miss for a decent gain. Very similar look here from the Auburn defense. 3 safety look on a 2nd and 1. And again, you can pin right there, pull for that linebacker right here. You got a press corner, probably run him off. One-on-one right there in the alley. See what happens. So right here, the linebacker walks up just a little bit. Obviously, he's in that gap. Probably going to just not worry about that pull and just block that guy. If that guy had mugged down, just, hey, that's already our guy. Block that guy, but right there, feels he can get around. So as it's getting snapped, working right there. Good job getting that thing pinned, pulling for that linebacker that's staying flat. Run him off because he's got his eyes on you. Stretching this thing right here. Does a good job knowing it's 2nd and 1. Stretch this thing as much as we can. Try to get in the end zone. Pretty good gain right there. If you can get a 3 safety look on the 10-yard line on a 2nd and 1, then I'm not real sure what the defense is trying to do, or if they even think that you can run the ball at all. But right there, pretty good call. Easy gain right there for the first down against Auburn's defense. And you can see why they wanted to call it and how the angles helped them to get the edge and just get a pretty easy gain right there for a first down. One more look here, this time out of a 2-back set. You can see they got 2 split backs here against Vandy. And it's 3-2 box. These guys are in the B gap, so right there, just pin that guy. Pull for that front side backer right there. Gonna scoop all this, possibly pull this backside guard as well. You got 2 receivers over here. There's an outside back over here somewhere. Take out the outside backer's outside shoulder, so we're getting a toss. There's a slot receiver working this outside backer's outside shoulder. Good job getting up on that front side linebacker, getting a good pull here by that guy open. Let's go. He's getting his shoulder square. He ends up putting his play side shoulder. That's fine. Whatever it is, we're just getting on him. Probably wouldn't really recommend spinning this guy and throwing him down. Not sure what those officials are going to see whenever stuff like that happens. Sometimes they call a hold on that. Probably not a hold. Just somebody getting manhandled. But right there, good job working outside shoulder. Now we're getting vertical into the space on a 2nd and 2, creating pretty good gain. So again, seeing these guys that are in those B gaps, able to pin, pull, easy toss right there. If we can take care of our jobs on the outside right there, as far as outside linebackers and all that, hopefully we can get one-on-one with the safety, which right here, this is the safety that rolls down. Fits this is a little bit wrong. Now they're going vertical. Able to get a pretty good gain there against Vandy's D.